let me guess. You open up ChatGPT or Claude or whichever AI model it is that you prefer, and you type in something like, write 5 Instagram captions all about confidence for me. And then you look at the results, often with great anticipation, and it's a bit underwhelming. It's generic, so you start tweaking it a bit, try and give it more context. It comes back, it's robotic, it's not the message you want, it's not in your voice. Here's the thing, the prompt is very important, make no mistake. I'm a great believer in prompt engineering and giving all that context. But before you even create your prompt, there's something that you need to do. And that is to get clear on exactly who you are talking to. Who do you serve? What are their challenges? And what is the solution that you have that's going to make all the difference? If you're not clear, and I really mean clear, on who you're talking to, AI is not going to be able to create fabulous content for you. You've got to know who your perfect fit client is inside out. And I can tell you hand on heart, I know who I serve so well, I could happily go out for dinner with her, sight unseen, because we have so much in common and I know who she is and I know the challenges she faces and I know how I can help her. You must get clear on that before you even start. If you don't have that information, AI is not going to help you to create content that is aligned and that resonates deeply. And that's what we want, right? Most people dive straight into AI, straight off with the prompts, create this for me, write me an article, write me captions. They don't actually take the time to really consider the person that they're talking to. Who are they? What are their challenges? What are they interested in? What do they enjoy consuming when they're online? When you have that sort of information, you can really generate some fantastic content. And I'm telling you this firsthand because it's exactly what I do. I have a system and I always begin at the same place. And I'm about to share that with you. Now, if you skip this important step, you are not going to get content that is truly relevant. It's such a vital step in any sort of creating content workflow. I do not miss this step, and it's something that I go back and visit every single time. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about avatar research. Know who your perfect fit client is and know what they're saying. Where are they hanging out? What comments are they making? Take the time to research this information and you're going to strike gold. Trust me. So when it comes to content creation, you're not going to begin with prompts. You're going to begin with insights. An insight into the person you serve and what is going on in their life. This is how you will get content that truly aligns and resonates. So before you even begin, just take a moment and think, okay, who am I talking to? What are they struggling with? What are they saying in their own words? And when you research those points, you have absolute solid foundational insight into what they want to consume. And I can tell you, hand on heart, if you skip this step, then AI is going to miss the mark. Because when you actually take the time and gather that information, especially when it's in their own words, you're going to give the AI model the underpinning knowledge that it needs to create absolute top grade content. And look, if you had a staff member in the real world, you're not going to say to them, okay, I want you to write me 3 articles and this is what it's about. You're going to tell them who the audience is, what the product is, what problem that it solves, what challenges are those people facing that you have the solution for. So with AI, give it the underpinning knowledge that it needs to make fantastic content. Here's the thing, if you skip that step, and many of us do, myself included at the beginning, here's what happens AI misses the mark. The content doesn't align. And you are spending a huge amount of time tweaking, adjusting, having another go, not getting the results that you want when you put that content out there. So before you start content creation, the place to start is audience insights. Really look at who they are. Who are you creating this for? And what will add value to their day. When you know who your perfect fit client is, what they're saying in their own words, what they're dealing with, what they enjoy consuming, because not every post has to be hard-hitting, value-adding. If I see things from people that I follow, it's often things like their travels, because I'm interested in travel, and they've researched enough to know that that is appealing to their audience. Nothing to do with any of the products that they sell. You cannot go wrong by studying your avatar. I was in a very high-end, expensive mastermind for a long time. And when I joined, I'd wanted to join for a number of years. One of the things that surprised me was how these people with 7- and 8-figure businesses were studying their avatar. And at first I was sort of, wow, this is like marketing 101. I was learning this back in 2011. But as time went on, I realized that you cannot know too much about your perfect fit client. And that's why the masters in this field are still studying them. And of course, AI is an amazing tool for helping us to do that research. So now when I create content, step number 1 in my system is audience insight. Do the research, and I do this research regularly. At least once a month, I do research on exactly what she is saying, where she's hanging out, what challenges she's dealing with, what her opinion is of AI if I'm working on my AI membership, or business strategy if I'm looking at my mentoring clients. I want to know what's happening in her world, in her mind, and in her conversations. You will do yourself an absolute solid by taking the time to research your audience before you begin your content creation. When you can do this and do this well, your content will write itself. You're not going to be tweaking, or barely at all. You're going to have content that resonates, that hits the mark, and that people are very happy to consume, and they want more of it. This is how you move from guesswork to creating content that resonates deeply. And of course, when you've got content like that, it is classic content that you can repurpose, reuse. It hits the mark every single time. And of course, AI is your friend with this stage of the game too. I've got a custom bot that I use to create the right prompts for me, so I do that. And then I'll use like Perplexity, which is a great AI tool, or I'll use ChatGPT to do that deep research. I get the AI model to research forums and groups and what are the patterns going on, blogs and Reddit threads. There is an absolute abundance of content out there that you can access that gives you the actual conversations that your perfect fit client is doing. It really is invaluable. I cannot recommend it highly enough. Now, I use this 5-step system, and that is always step 1 in the process for me. Each month, I'll update the research, and then from there, I'll get my content pillars and I'll go on to create the content. Now, I've put the 5-step process into a guide for you, and because I'm a creative kind of a gal, it's called 5 Steps to AI Content Creation. I'll put the link below. Have a read and have a play with it. You're going to go from how to research, to create your content pillars, to getting that core signature piece, and then repurposing it, the entire process in 5 steps. So grab the guide and let me know how you go with it. Have an awesome week. Bye.